Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a new pick-a-pile for you guys today, and today we are asking the question, what can you expect for the rest of the summer? And as I'm filming this right now, it's actually July 11th, so we're kind of already in the middle of summer. We've already been through June, we're already kind of through the first half of July, but we still have the rest of July, all of August, and the first part of September to go through. And if you're watching this in real time right now in 2020, you know that just about every day, every week, every month this year has had new surprises every single day. So we're trying to keep the surprises at a minimum right now, and we're gonna dive into what you need to know, what's going on, what to expect for the rest of summer until, around late September this year. So for our different piles, we have 5 different funky pairs of sunglasses to choose from. So pick the pair of sunglasses that you might boldly wear out and about at the beach or wherever this summer. Pile number 1, we have these red, sparkly, gem-like sunglasses. Pile number 2, we have these crazy blue sparkly sunglasses. Pile number 3, they're more like kitty size, I want to say, but cute little star sunglasses. Pile number 4, we have some crazy pineapple sunglasses. And I guess Shadow wants to pick pile number 4. That's what he's picking. And pile number 5 are some purple gem sunglasses, kind of similar to the red ones, just in the shade of purple. So those are your different sunglasses to choose from. They almost kind of remind me of like Elton John or something. But yeah, so pick your pair of sunglasses, pick your pile, 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5, and your timestamp is down below. And without further ado, let's get into it with pile number 1. Hi, pile number 1. If you chose these lovely red gem sunglasses, then this is your reading. This is the reading for you. I decided to ask what we want to know for the rest of the summer because I just got this cute little ice cream oracle deck, and ice cream and summer kind of go hand in hand, so that's the theme we're going with. And of course, it's a perfect excuse to crack out all these crazy sunglasses. So starting out with the ice cream oracle deck, because that's what we have on top here. We got several cards to go through. We have chocolate, vanilla swirl, complementary opposites, fairness and equality. Rocky road, adventure, preparation and challenge. Chocolate, purpose, depth, roots. And grape, prophecies, spirits, magic. Very cool, very cool. We're just gonna keep going here and checking out what we have with the other decks going on so we can get a clear picture and put the puzzle together. For your tarot, we have the Hanged Unicorn and the 4 of Cups. For your Jesus card from Loving Word from Jesus, we have let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Matthew 5, verse 18. Put this one down here. Yeah, okay. And then we have from Amira's Love Oracle, Mature Woman, Freedom, and Triangle. All right. So this is everything that we have going on here with you guys. All right, so first of all, we're gonna take a look at what is happening in the tarot for you guys. And This is from the Crystal Unicorn Tarot. I like checking with the book just because I'm funny like this, but oracle cards are always so much easier to read for me than tarot, so I just always like to double check that I know what I'm doing with the tarot cards. That's okay. We're all learning. We're all figuring it out here. So the Four of Cups in this deck specifically says, when the Four of Cups appears in a reading, it may mean you have a hard time accepting gifts or rewards. I can definitely see that based upon the picture. This card encourages you to move past your blocks and fears to accept the happiness and love that others are offering you. Learn how to be open and more receptive, as you will feel more satisfied when you do. So basically, you're kind of stubborn here. And with the Hanged Unicorn, I can see where that would be coming from. Like, I don't even need to read the Hanged Unicorn. We all know that's basically the Hanged Man. So it seems like you're kind of in this stuck energy presently in this moment over the summer, and you may possibly be getting different offers. And we're gonna find out what kind of offers there are based upon the rest of the cards. But you may be getting offers handed your way, but you're kind of just ignoring it. You're not really accepting any gifts that are coming your way right now because you're just feeling stuck. You're just not feeling it. It's kind of what's coming down to. I don't know if these are offers that you really are not interested in or what's going on here, but let's keep digging in. Let's take a look at the Ice Cream Oracle specifically here. So I think what is going on with you guys, what I'm getting the feeling from here with this group is, number one, from this Hanged Man energy or Hanged Unicorn energy, you want freedom. Like, that's ultimately what you really want. And I do think that you will get freedom. I think with the triangle, part of the reason that you're having issues right now stepping into your freedom is you may be stuck between two different choices. Now, this could be two different choices in terms of love. It could be two different choices in terms of a career path. It doesn't necessarily have to be tied to love, because there's nothing specific aside from this card to me that stands out saying love. So that's why I'm saying for some of you, this is a love situation. For others of you, it could be a career situation, or maybe something else. Maybe you're trying to decide between two places to live. Maybe you're trying to decide between two different, I don't know, could be two different hobbies to take up. It could be two different vacations to go on. Just two different somethings that you're trying to decide between. But you're stuck in this Hanged Unicorn energy, despite having, you know, all these opportunities being thrown at you, putting you into a triangle that you're trying to find your freedom out of. So you're definitely having problems making decisions right now. That's the theme that I'm seeing happening for you right now during the summer. And it's very well possible that you could either be an older woman yourself, or if you're not an older woman and you're on the younger side, maybe you're in your 20s or 30s, there could be an older woman who is influencing your decisions right now. Maybe a mother figure or a grandmother figure, an aunt. So either you are this mature woman, or there's someone who is definitely influencing your decisions right now and your path right now who is an older woman. Let's see. So let's see. With the Ice Cream Oracle, we haven't even hopped into that yet. With the complementary opposites, fairness and equality, I kind of see that with the same thing with the different choices that you're trying to make. You're trying to choose between ice cream, between chocolate and vanilla. They could be two very different things that you are stuck hungover, not like hungover like drunk, but that came out wrong. But you're in this Hanged Unicorn position trying to decide between what flavor chocolate you want. And they're both very, very different. But I think that deep down inside, you have special gifts. Like, I do think that that deep down inside, you have this special intuition, like you have knowing, like just knowing like prophetically what it is that is the right option. with spirits and magic, to me that tells me that, you need to tap deep down inside into your spiritual side to make that right decision, because you are a spiritual being. We're here having a human experience, but you are a spiritual being, and you have these gifts deep down inside of you, and you just need to tap into it to figure out what the right path is, because you have depth and you have purpose. For sure, you definitely do. And I think it's tied to having this prophetic nature. You may be a bit of an intuitive yourself. You may even be able to, read cards and do this kind of thing yourself. You may be really, really good at that. And I understand that, sometimes it's a lot easier to read for other people than it is for ourselves. Like sometimes we get too much into our own head and our own situations that will put us into this hanged unicorn position. And, then we'll get really confused with different options being thrown at us. We won't necessarily take them. We'll get ourselves stuck in triangles and options. So I totally get that. But that's when you need to come down, get out of your head, get still, get quiet, spend some time in prayer. And you know what? Look at it as an adventure. Because when you have all these different options in front of you, whether it's in love or in your career or anything else, it's truly an adventure. Like, don't look at it as a burden. Don't look at it as a bad thing, because the point is you have options. There are people out there who don't have options, who have no choice but to only take whatever's given to them in that moment, in that one thing. But you have so many different choices. So don't look at it as a bad thing, And if anything, this could be preparing you, not necessarily for a challenge. I'm not saying that things could be, getting more difficult, but it's preparation for whatever this new thing is that's going to be starting in your life, based upon what you choose, whether, it's between two different people or two different jobs or two different places to live or whatever it is. Once again, this is a general reading. There are going to be lots of different people who are going to be coming here to take a look at this. So this could apply in a lot of different ways. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't make sense. Don't try to make it fit if it doesn't sound like your situation, or pick a different pile if this doesn't resonate with you at all. But as a whole, yeah, I think that either you yourself are a mature woman, you're on the older side, or there's an older woman who is influencing you right now in these decisions. And you will find freedom if you tap into your gifts here. Look at it as a fun adventure, and you will find your purpose in this. You'll be able to choose between chocolate and vanilla. You can come out of this hanged unicorn energy, and you'll be able to finally take what is being offered and step out of this triangle mess. As for Jesus, once again, let your light shine. So let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. So you know what? Keep shining. That's part of the adventure. Part of the adventure here is just being yourself, being authentic, shining and being yourself, and tapping into those gifts. Because I know a lot of different religions look at Jesus as a prophet, but he was so much more than just a prophet. And all the gifts that he had, those same gifts live inside of you. You just got to tap into that, and you're going to be all good. So hopefully by the end of summer, sometime in September, you'll come out of this hanged man energy and you'll be able to make that choice, because I definitely think that the summertime right now, that's the energy you're in. You're just a little stuck in trying to make a choice. So hopefully by the fall solstice, by the time we enter into the season of autumn, you will have made a choice. And if you do, if you know what this is, come back and tell me about that in September. Come back to this video and let me know, oh yeah, hey, I was trying to make this choice, and it's September 23rd now or whatever, and I made that choice, and it's totally all good. So I hope this made sense to you guys. I hope this helped with a little bit of guidance if you needed it. If the message did not flow, just let it go. Anyway, like I said, leave me a comment down below if it did resonate, and leave this video a thumbs up, and feel free to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you are aware of new videos when they come out. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 2. If you chose these crazy blue sparkly sunglasses, then this is the message for you. We're gonna hop into this. So I decided to do a what's happening for the rest of the summer video because I just got this cute little ice cream oracle deck, and I thought ice cream is the perfect thing to check in on what's happening dealing with the summer, because ice cream and summer kind of go hand in hand. So let's see what's happening with you guys. We have rainbow, self-expression, diversity, pride. White chocolate raspberry, sensibility, decorum, and elegance. Kiwi strawberry, youthfulness, optimism, exuberance. And cookie dough, building, evolution, development. All right, we're gonna hop into the rest of the cards too, just so we can unfold this puzzle and see what it's all about. From the Crystal Unicorn Tarot, we have the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords. All right, seems like we've got some thinking energy going on here with the swords. With loving words of Jesus, we have knock and it shall be opened unto you, Matthew 7:7. And finally, from Amira's Love Oracle, we have the Ice King, dating, and fun times. All right. Well, first we're gonna dive into this sword energy that's coming from the tarot deck here. And I like to check out what's happening with the sword energy from the book, the Crystal Unicorn Tarot book, because every tarot deck is a little bit different, and tarot is always like more complicated to me than oracle cards. Like oracle cards are easy peasy to read, but I like to make sure and be accurate on my tarot readings. So for the Knight of Swords, it says, charging fearlessly into battle, this unicorn may look a bit impulsive, but he is skilled and knowledgeable at finding the direct path to victory. When this card appears, you need to act mindfully and swiftly. So basically, this unicorn is a little bit rash, a little opinionated. He's very alert as he's rushing in to make his decisions. And the Page of Swords says, this card is all about revealing secrets. Look deep into your meaning, into the meaning of your situation, especially in your dealings with other people. Someone might have a hidden agenda that is keeping information from you. Prepare to move quickly when situations require fast action. So this is definitely a curious unicorn that is trying to figure out the truth of things. So it's very interesting. Put together with the Knight of Swords, I think that you may know that someone is being secretive with you right now, or even if they're not being secretive, maybe they are being completely honest with you, but maybe they're not being as open with you as you would like them to be. They may not be very vulnerable, and I'm kind of picking up that energy along with Mr. Ice King here, but we'll get to him in a minute. But yeah, like it kind of seems like, you know, someone's holding back. They're holding back their feelings. They may not necessarily be keeping a secret from you, but they're not telling you everything, you know? And I think that there's a part of you that definitely wants to like rush in and get to the bottom of things and be just like, hey, talk to me, what's up here? Taking action on figuring out what is going on in the cobwebs of their brains. And so I'm definitely feeling this is a love-related message for whoever's tuning into this, because we have Mr. Ice King here, and Mr. Ice King is that person who has been withholding from you. It's possible that you guys may not be speaking at this time. If you are, there's definitely not the level of communication or depth or vulnerability that you would like to have in the connection. But here's the thing. Here's what I'm kind of picking up on, especially with dating and fun times. Okay, so I think in order to get the Ice King to melt a little bit here, you can't do it by just rushing in and being like, yo dude, tell me what's up. I think that's only going to push him further away, and that's going to just make things worse. You got to kind of let the Ice King, you got to let his exterior melt naturally on its own. And the best way to do that is to just have fun and date him. And if you guys aren't dating as of this moment, if you're not like an actual couple, that's okay, but you can still have fun with this person. Like if this person is just your friend or whatever, just have fun, you know, crack some jokes, make things light, make things easy, you know, don't put so much heaviness on the situation, because I think when you're coming in wanting answers and wanting to get to the bottom of things, that's putting expectations and a heaviness on things that I don't think that this person is ready to deal with yet. Not to say that they won't ever deal with it, but that's definitely not the way to get them motivated to do it. So just enjoy, relax, have fun. And, you know, if there is like this romantic thing already happening with you guys, if you guys are already together, or maybe there's already been some romantic kind of things that have happened, you know, just get fun and flirty, you know, maybe send some flirty texts, you know, do some sexting or something like that. Just make it light and fun, nothing too heavy. And I know that it's hard to kind of like even do fun things right now if you're watching this in real time with the pandemic going on, but there are still ways to get creative and do that. And you know, you'll know what it is that you guys like to do that may be fun for you. So I would say if you really want to melt this Ice King, if you want to melt his heart a little bit, be lighthearted and be fun. Don't go charging in there demanding information because it'll eventually come. The other thing I'm picking up on for some of you, when I first saw this card, and this may be simply because I live in LA and, you know, I'm not that far from WeHo, and this makes me think of WeHo and the, you know, LGBTQ community and everything. It's possible this could be a woman-to-woman relationship or a man-man relationship. It doesn't have to be a gay or lesbian relationship, but I'm definitely picking up that this could be you. This could be a situation for you. If not, I think that this is definitely just saying with self-expression, you know, just put in your self-expression into that fun, but not in like that heavy way. Just express it in a fun way. Like when you were first getting to know this person, before this person became the Ice King, because he probably wasn't the Ice King when you guys first met, or when you guys first connected. Like, what was it that you did to express yourself that was so fun in the beginning with this person? Maybe kind of go back to the beginning in a sense and how you handled things, because you probably didn't put all these expectations on things immediately at the very start. I do think that this person sees you as someone who is sensible and elegant, though. I think this person sees you in a fun way with youthfulness and optimism and exuberance. It's possible that you may have known this person since your youth. But definitely youth and excitement goes into fun times, you know, bring youth back into it, you know, youth and energy and excitement and exuberance, you know, put some optimism back into the situation. It's not all doom and gloom, and you know, doing this, charging in, it's too much, it's too heavy. Lighten it up, make it fun, you know, it doesn't have to be such a heavy duty situation. And I do think that by having fun in the situation, lightening it up, just, you know, dating around with this person, I guess you could say, it's the building blocks that you need. Like, it may not seem like it, like just doing fun things that kind of seem surfacey. It may not seem like it's the building blocks in this relationship, but for right now, for where you guys are at in this stage during the summertime, that's exactly what it is. Like, that's what this Ice King needs. He needs a little bit of fun in his life. He needs some fun to make his heart melt. So by you bringing in fun times for him, it's going to be the building blocks, because he's going to be like, you know what? This person knows how to have fun. They know how to have good times. They're not putting all this stress and pressure on me, all this anxiety. They're not putting expectations on me. It's possible this person could have a lot of expectations on them with other areas of their life, maybe at work, maybe at home, you know, perhaps they have kids that they have to take care of. You know, they could have other areas of their life right now where they have a lot of pressures. So it's kind of like the last thing they need right now is additional pressure from you. So have fun with them, and they're going to see that as a building block, and they're going to be like, you know what? I think I can be more serious with this person, because they know how to have fun and they know how to enjoy life. Like, I do want to spend more time with that person. I do want to open up a little bit more with that person and actually get serious, and let them be the one to make that move. But in the meantime, just have fun. You know, that doesn't mean that, you know, you have to go and like sleep with them or something like that to have fun. You know, you can still have your boundaries. You can still establish what you will and won't do, but you can still do that in a fun way. And as for the Jesus card, knock and it shall be opened unto you, I think the point of that is, like, take advantage of this opportunity. Like, knock on the opportunity to have fun. Knock on the opportunity to go on a date with this person, even if it's just like a friend date, like a coffee date or something. You know, take those opportunities. You know, if you don't, then he's not gonna melt. He's gonna continue to be the Ice King. And if you knock, then these opportunities will be given to you. And most importantly, like, put God first, put your relationship with God first, the divine, Jesus, spirit, however you want to put it. You know, put that relationship first and foremost. Keep seeking that relationship. You know, if you have to make something serious, if you have to put expectations and heaviness on something, I guess put it on that, because that really is the most serious and most important relationship you can have in your entire life. So put the seriousness on that, and let God be the one to work on the seriousness you want with the Ice King, while you just have fun and enjoy your life in the meantime. You know, find that youth and excitement. It's definitely there. So hopefully by the end of the summer, you know, if you guys are just having fun and you're having good times, and, you know, you're giving this person the opportunity to let their heart melt just out of enjoying life together like that and being lighthearted, then maybe by September, the Ice King's heart will be melted, and he'll want to bring forward to you something more serious, more of that commitment, more of that vulnerability and openness that you're looking for with that person. So if that does happen, you know, come back in September and let me know. I would love to hear how the rest of your summer goes after all this. But that's what I'm seeing for you guys for the rest of this summer. If this message did not flow, let it go, of course, always. But hopefully it did make sense to you. If it did, leave me a comment down below. Otherwise, give this video a big thumbs up. And feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when future videos are coming your way. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful, amazing day. Keep sparkling. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose these cute little these red star sunglasses, then this is the reading for you to find out what is happening for the rest of this summer. And the reason why I chose to go with this reading is, number one, I have all these crazy sunglasses, obviously, to choose from, which is awesome. But I also just got this ice cream oracle card deck, and ice cream and summer kind of go hand in hand. So we're gonna dig into some ice cream here and see what's going on. So we have mango, attraction, intrigue, and sensuality. Avocado, self-care, beauty, and healing. Neapolitan, collaboration, teamwork, resourcefulness. And lemon, clean, detoxify, and release. All right, we are also going to look into the rest of your cards just so we can put everything all together here to see what's going on. From the Crystal Unicorn Tarot, we have the Three of Swords and the King of Wands. From the Loving Words from Jesus deck, we have peace be unto you as my Father hath sent me, John 20:21. And finally, from Amira's Love Oracle, we have union, spiritual growth, and true gem. Okay, we're gonna dig into this little situation now, shall we? I think we definitely have a love situation going on, that's for sure. First, looking at the tarot with the Knight of Wands, according to the book here, it says, charge. You have the momentum that you need to reach your dreams and goals. The right energy and direction that you need are here for you. So what are you waiting for? Go for it. So the King of Wands, you know, he's full of passion, number one. He's definitely full of just like passion and action. He has lots of energy. So that's what he is all about. And we're gonna see exactly how this King of Wands fits into play into your situation. We're gonna find out if that's you or maybe it's somebody that you're dealing with right now. The Three of Swords. And we all know the Three of Swords is kind of a painful one, but you know, you can tell just by looking at the card. But here's what it says. Apes, Heartbreak Hotel, here we come. This card suggests some type of separation, breakup, or fight and experiencing a heartfelt sorrow. Remember that the pain is not forever and that you can get through it. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. Pile 3. My mom literally called me in the middle of filming this. This is why I really need to like find an actual camera and not just do this with my phone, because I swear people love to interrupt me when I'm trying to film, and most of the time I have to put my phone on airplane mode so I don't get calls and stuff coming in, and I didn't do that because I just got tired of doing that, but I guess I should have done that. Oh well. That's my issue to work out, not yours. We're getting back to the Three of Swords. Okay, so we have some heartbreak going on. So here's what I kind of see going on in your situation right now. This is definitely a love situation, and I think that the person that you're dealing with, you're either currently in a fight with them, you're on rocky road with them, or you guys are in a breakup, you're in some kind of separation. Things are not good between the two of you right now, which is why we have the Three of Swords. So I think this has probably already happened. I think this may be how your summer has kicked off, or it happened even before the summer. You may have been feeling this for a while, dealing with this person already. So I'm getting the feeling that this is something that is not going to happen during the summer. I feel like this has already happened, or this may have been the way that the summer was kicked off. However, I do think that the person you're feeling with, you're having feelings for them, you're having the feels with them, whatever. I do think the person you're dealing with, though, I think this person is definitely the King of Wands, because the King of Wands, he is full of passion and action, and I think that he does feel this way towards you guys, or towards you, and I think he sees you as a true gem, like deep down inside. I don't know what the squabble has been over, but I think he does see you as like this amazing person, and that there is attraction there. Like, you guys are definitely attracted to each other. There's sensuality between the two of you. I almost kind of like get the vibe from this pile that you guys are almost kind of like, you know, you guys are so passionate about each other that your fights are like huge and they blow up and they're explosive, but then your makeup time is like just as explosive. Like, it's almost like you guys want to fight, because that makes up your makeup sex and everything like a million times hotter and a million times better. Like, you guys are super explosive, whether it's on the super negative or the super positive side. But I think as of right now, while you guys are kind of in this Three of Swords energy during the summer, I think you need to take a little bit of a time out for yourself, do some self-care, do some healing. You know, it says beauty in here too, so you know that could even mean like take a spa day. I don't know if that's really an option for you, depending on where you live, depending on what phase of things are at, where you're at dealing with like the pandemic and stuff. But you could even do like a spa day at home, you know, buy yourself like a face mask and treat yourself to a bubble bath, and, you know, just treat yourself, be good to yourself, you know, give yourself a manicure, pedicure, and detoxify yourself, cleanse yourself, release yourself. So whatever this ickiness is of this fight, this breakup, whatever it is that happened there, you need to let go of that. You need to clean that. You need to heal that, because, you know, you don't want to get back together with this person or, you know, heal the fight that you guys have been through. And then you're still like holding on to all that sludge going into what's next. Like, that's just going to be carrying extra burdens and extra things into something that you want to be bright and sunny and positive and a fresh new start with them. You want to be able to do that without extra stuff pulling you down. And the only way to do that is to take care of yourself and cleanse yourself, detox of the negativity, detox of the negative emotions. You know, a lot of that, I don't know what happened between you guys, but a lot of that comes down to forgiveness. You needing to forgive that person, and always remember that forgiveness is never about the other person. It's always about yourself. It's so you can release that negativity and you can no longer hold on to it. So, you know, forgive them for you so you can be a better you, and that is going to bring spiritual growth your way. And I think that the person that you're dealing with, they need to do the same. Like, that's kind of what you both need to be doing right now during the summer, is taking care of yourself, detoxing of the negativity, finding a way to forgive one another. Because when you don't forgive somebody, it just turns into bitterness and resentment, and then it takes root into your heart. And when it takes root into your heart, it becomes this stronghold in your life, and it becomes a lot harder to get rid of that when it's kind of like this rock that's on the inside of your stomach. Like, as of right now, when the wound is still fresh and the wound is still new, it's more liquid and it's more fluid that you can easily just like clean it out and get rid of it. But if you don't do that, it's going to take root and it's going to grow all this nasty stuff, and it's just going to get worse. And then it's going to not only impact that relationship that situation came out of, but it could easily affect your other relationships around you too, with your friends, with your family, with your coworkers, you know, with God only knows what else. So the summertime right now is an opportunity for spiritual growth, to do some self-care and cleanse, learn to forgive this person, and, you know, forget the situation is what it comes down to. You know, forgive and forget. And, you know, forgiveness is a tricky thing, because a lot of people think that forgiveness is all about, oh, well, that means they just get away with it, blah, 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 blah. That's not what it means. It means that you are not holding on to the crap that they did to you in your heart anymore. And sometimes forgiveness means walking away from the situation altogether afterwards. And sometimes forgiveness leads to reconciliation. But it's totally up to you what you want to do afterwards. In this situation in particular, I am picking up that it is going to be forgiveness and reconciliation, because we have with the Neapolitan card, collaboration, teamwork, and resourcefulness. I think that once you are able to do some self-care, detox and cleanse, have a little spiritual growth of forgiveness here, you're going to be able to collaborate with this person and do some teamwork with this person on your relationship. And you're going to be able to heal what was broken. You're going to be able to heal and fix where the issues were. So I definitely think that as long as you guys are both doing these things over the summer, you're going to be able to come together like by the fall and be just like, okay, yeah, I screwed up, you screwed up, we both screwed up, we both said some things that we both didn't mean, we both did some things that we shouldn't have done, I forgive you, you forgive me, let's work on these issues so we don't go through this again. And I think that by coming to that and then, having that hot, explosive makeup sex that will most likely happen, you guys will step right back into union again. So union is definitely reconciliation. You guys are going to be back in union once you do this stuff and figure it out. So just take the summer right now to take care of yourself, learn more about forgiveness, detox, cleanse, and everything. And, by September, when September rolls around, you guys are going to be able to work this out and come back into union, and it's going to be all good. And there is peace in the situation. It may not feel like there's peace in the situation, but there is definitely peace. You will find that peace through some self-care, through some cleansing, and some spiritual growth. But there's definitely peace in the situation. God did not bring you in this relationship with this person just for you to go through hell. Like, you're not in it just to feel pain and just to feel misery. Sometimes we feel like we're going through pain and misery, of course, but there's always a greater purpose on the other side of it. So just remember to keep that peace on the inside of you, because just like with happiness, they always say happiness is an inside job. So is having peace. Having peace comes from within. And the more you take care of yourself and cleanse, you'll have that peace and you'll get back into your union again, and things will be a lot better come the fall. So just take that time to work on yourself over the summer and things will be all good. Anyway, I hope this made sense for you guys and resonated. If this message did not flow, just let it go. But if it did, please let me know and drop me a comment down below and leave this video a thumbs up for me. Also, feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're aware of future readings when they come out. Otherwise, you guys, I hope you have an amazing day, a wonderful day. Keep sparkling. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, pile number 4. If you chose these funky pineapple sunglasses, then this is the reading for you. And the reason why I decided to do a what's happening the rest of the summer reading, kind of in the middle of summer, is number 1, I have all these crazy sunglasses, obviously, that I can use, which are hilarious for pick-a piles. But I also just got this ice cream oracle deck, and I really wanted to use it. And ice cream and summer kind of go hand in hand together. So I figured, why not? Let's see what's going on. So here's what's happening for you, pile 4. We have salted caramel, performances, costumes, and mischief. Cherry vanilla, love, passion, relationships. Peppermint, concise, realization, awakening. key lime pie, good omens, luck, and blessings. All right, we're also gonna unfold what's happening here with the rest of your cards to see what we got for the big picture here. We have the Two of Swords and the Six of Wands from the Unicorn, Crystal Unicorn Tarot. From the Loving Words from Jesus deck, we have, be of good comfort, your faith has made you whole. Matthew 9:22. And finally, from Amira's Love Oracle, we have Soulmate, Beauty Queen, and Long Distance. Okay, well, I'm definitely seeing we got a love situation going on here right off the bat. And we're gonna hop into it first with the tarot. I always like to check with the book here from the Crystal Unicorn Tarot on what it has to say, because every tarot deck is a little bit different, and I like to be as accurate as I can on my readings. All right, Two of Swords. Don't drag your magical hooves any longer. Now is the time to make a decision. All the information has been gathered, and now it's time to act. The decision you make will be fair and restore rainbows and sprinkles into the world. One of the reasons I love this deck. It's so creative with the way they describe things in their language. With this intuitive guidance of the moon and the amethyst crystal, you will make a decision with the confidence that everyone will be satisfied with. All right, so swords are obviously, it's a lot of thinking energy, air energy here. So obviously, like this unicorn, he's blindfolded. He's got these two swords between him. Like, he's obviously trying to make a decision. So there may be two different choices here you're dealing with. But either way, you're definitely trying to make a decision on something. What that something is, we're gonna find out in just a minute. As for the Six of Wands, it says, woohoo! Your hard work and discipline has paid off. You've won the battle. Totally satisfied with the result. You are being recognized because you totally deserve it. You are on the right path towards success. Keep at it. So I definitely see celebration with this card of victory. Like, it's kind of like a little parade is happening here. This little unicorn is going through a parade. It has a wreath on its head. It's carrying a wreath here, almost like an Olympian or something like that. It has other unicorns here behind it, participating in the celebration. So here's what I'm seeing dealing with you guys. I think it's possible that you could be in a long distance relationship with your soulmate, and your soulmate sees you as a beauty queen. Like, that's kind of obvious right there. I'm not really getting this being like long distance in terms of emotional distance. I know sometimes when long distance comes up, it could be emotionally connected, but that's not really what I'm getting from this pile. I think it's more so physical distance than anything else, because I'm not picking up on like a bad vibe or anything like that from your person. If there is any distance emotionally, I think that this person wants to cross that emotional distance to you, because they do see you as a beauty queen and you guys are soulmates. There's definitely a strong soul connection here. But I'm thinking long distance because I'm thinking one or both of you are thinking of bridging that gap. Like, that's where the decision comes in. I think one or both of you is trying to make a decision on relocation, basically. Like, you guys are so far away from one another that someone's gonna have to make a move. You know, you could be in two different cities in the same state, or you could be in two different states altogether. You could be in two different countries. You know, I don't know what your situation is, but I think so it's far enough of a distance that someone's going to have to move, because it's definitely not close enough that you can just, drive less than an hour, I guess you could say, to go see that person, or vice versa. But I do think that when you guys make that decision of who is going to close the gap of distance, there's going to be a celebration for sure. There's going to be this celebration. And, wands can be all about like passionate movement as well. So this is definitely going to be a very passionate celebration when you guys do figure out who's going to move where. So I think that this is something that's kind of already on each one of your minds. You guys may not have necessarily talked about this or discussed this yet, but something that's on each of your minds and may come up and be sorted out through over the summer, and a decision may be made by the time fall comes, and by the fall someone may be moving. If you guys are already in this process, then this could already be happening. You guys could already be in the moving process right here, right now, during the summer. But, it's definitely a love situation. Like, you guys have passion. This is your soulmate. There is definitely love here in this situation. And you guys have good things going on between the two of you, which is why I don't think there's a lot of emotional distance. There's blessings ahead in crossing the physical distance to one another, because you guys have so much love for one another. And the thing is, in this process of deciding who's going to go where, somebody is having, I'm creating new words apparently. I was trying to say awakening and having at the same time, and it came out as happening. So if you're having an awakening, you're actually just happening. It's a new thing now. Anyway, but it's possible that one of you could be a little bit more spiritually woke than the other person. And I'm assuming it's probably you who's the more spiritual woke person if you're the one who's watching this reading, obviously. But your person could be going through an awakening right now, which could be a part of the process of making the choice to cross the distance. Like, maybe before in the past, this person was very anti moving forward in a relationship or taking your relationship to the next level of commitment because of the distance. But now this person is going through an awakening during the summer, and they're having a lot of realizations of just how deep your love is. They're realizing how much of a true beauty queen you are, and they're realizing that you really are their soulmate. You're their person, is what it comes down to, and that they can be surrounded by a ton of people in their own backyard, and it doesn't matter because none of them are you. So they're really starting to realize that right now, and they're really getting to the place where they're just like, you know what? I don't want there to be all this physical distance between us. Like, either I need to move to them, or they need to come here, or something. And I think it's passable. I'm putting words together again. I wanted to say, I think it's possible in the past. So you put past and possible together, you get passable. I'm inventing a new language in this group apparently, so just follow along for the fun. But I think it is possible in the past this person may have put on an act with you that they didn't want to cross that distance, that they didn't want to, work on something with you and come forward with you and stuff. But I think that they're starting to come out of this fake performance energy as they awaken more and they realize more. They can't just like fake their way through this connection anymore, even though you guys are far away from each other. And as for be of good comfort, your faith has made you whole. I think that as you've been waiting for this person to have their awakening and drop the false pretenses of how they've been acting around you about the long distance, I think you've been very faithful towards this person. You know, you haven't, like, you could have had opportunities to go out and see other people and date other people, but you know, you have been fixated on just that one person. Like, your heart has been committed, your faith hasn't wavered, you have been faithful and loyal to that one person. And I think they've been faithful and loyal to you as well, even though they've kind of like denied it and stuff in the past. But your faith is paying off here. You know, it's brought you a lot of comfort up to this point, and your faith is definitely paying off. And you know, I think we have Mary, I think this is Mary Magdalene who's sitting here with Jesus right now. But you know, if you look at the way that they're sitting there just so comfortably, like they're so comfortable with one another, and you can see that there's so much love there and stuff. And I feel like this same comfort of love is there between you and your person. So, you know, that's why I think that there really isn't emotional distance. There's definitely physical distance in this connection though. But keep having faith, because your person is going through an awakening. They're dropping their little performance of being fake, that, you know, they don't care about the long distance or anything anymore. Like they, you know, like they're fine with the distance and whatnot. Like they're getting over that. They see you as a beauty queen. This is a beautiful love connection. Good things are on your way. You guys are very blessed. And by the end of summer, if you guys aren't already making this choice right now, you're gonna have the choice made by the end of summer, and there's gonna be celebration with moving. So, you know, either way, prepare and get ready, because either you're gonna be packing up your bags and you're gonna be packing your boxes and everything else, and you're gonna be moving to them, or get ready to clean out your closet and make space, because they're gonna be coming to you. So it's one of the two. One of these things is happening either right now during the summer, or the process is going to begin and moving by the end of summer. So that's what I see of what's happening with you guys right now for the rest of summer 2020. If you're watching this during a different summer, just remember that this message is timeless. So, you know, it can really apply at any given point in time. But specifically for now, we're going with summer. Anyway, if the message did not flow, just let it go. But hopefully it did. And if it did, please leave me a comment down below. And feel free to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you are aware of future videos when they come out. Otherwise, you guys, I hope you have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 5. If you chose these big purple gem sunglasses, then this is the reading for you. We're gonna find out what is going on for the rest of your summer. And the reason why I chose to do this kind of in the middle of summer is because, number one, I have all these crazy funky sunglasses that I just think are hilarious, that are perfect for a pick-a-pile. And secondly, I just got the ice cream oracle deck, and what goes well together with summer? None other than ice cream. So I figure ice cream is the perfect theme for summer. Anyway, let's see what's going on with you. We have pina colada, recreation, traveling, and amusement. That's kind of ironic in 2020 right now. Blueberry, peace, meditation, and acceptance. Mint chocolate chip, endurance, determination, fortitude. And fig, abundance, fertility, expansion. Okay. We're gonna keep unfolding the rest of the cards here, just so we can see what the message is very clearly. From the Crystal Unicorn Tarot, we have the Eight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So we got some fiery energy going on here. Perhaps you're an air sign, or not an air sign, a fire sign. Okay, from Loving Words from Jesus, we have forgive and you shall be forgiven. Luke 6:37. And finally, from Amira's Love Oracle, we have young male, short-term, brunette female. Okay. All right. Let's dig into this and see what is happening with you guys. Well, we're going to start off here with the Eight of Wands. And according to the book that I have here for it, because I always like to check with the book just to make sure that my reading is as accurate as it can be on these. Okay, the Eight of Wands. Momentum is on your side. You can see the finish line and things seem to be moving along faster than you thought. Awesome things are about to happen to you and good things are coming your way. All right, so definitely we have serious action going on here. And the Queen of Wands, she is full of a lot of action herself. She's definitely full of a lot of passion. So for the Queen of Wands, it says, let your intuition be your guide to accomplish your goals and with confidence and being calm. You have everything you need to dream big and get to the moon. All right, so I have a feeling that you are probably in your Queen of Wands energy right now. You know, very intuitive, very passionate, all about taking action, but let's see what we're taking action towards. You know, we're not just taking action towards anything. Okay, so I'm definitely picking up on another love situation here right now. So currently over the summer, you yourself may be a brunette. You could have brown hair. So definitely you yourself could be a brunette. And you could be dealing with a guy who is a young guy. You know, I'm picking up somebody who's probably in his 20s, maybe his early 30s, but definitely a guy who is young. And I'm kind of picking up that you could actually be in a summer fling right now, which is why we have short term. So right now, you may be a girl with brown hair who is going out with a young guy, and you guys could be having a summer fling. And I think, you know, due to all this wand energy, I think that this young guy, he sees you as the Queen of Wands. He sees you as very magnetic, very sensual, very passionate, very sexy. I think he definitely sees you as that. And there's a lot of action going on between the two of you. So this is definitely a really hot short-term summer fling. I'm definitely seeing that. This is definitely a super hot short-term summer fling. Now, I don't know if it's going to go beyond summer or not, because we're asking specifically about summer and we do have short-term here, which to me says a fling. But let's see what the ice cream oracle has to say here. I think that you and your summer fling, I think you guys have a lot of fun together with recreation, traveling, and amusement. I don't know necessarily if you're really traveling, because if you're watching this in real time during 2020, you know, the coronavirus has kind of taken over everyone's lives, and therefore, you know, people are just not taking vacations right now like they used to. So you may not be doing a lot of traveling, but that doesn't mean you're not having any fun. I know, like, literally, I think it's today, actually. I know just today Disney World opened in Florida, and just a couple of days ago they opened up downtown Disney here in Southern California, down in Anaheim. So there are kind of amusement parks that are open, but not really. So I don't know, you may be trying to go to some kind of amusement park, something like that. I don't know, but either way, whatever kind of fun you guys are having, you're definitely having fun in this fling. And I think that this fling gives you a lot of like endurance and determination. Like this guy, he just brings life to you. You know, he brings like this endurance out of you to just thrive. I think that this relationship just makes you feel alive with this wand energy and everything. So I think all this fun and stuff, it's making you feel really, really good right now. And definitely it's very abundant. And I would almost go as far to say as to be careful. Use protection, you guys, because with abundance, fertility, and expansion, I think it's possible you guys could wind up having so much fun and lose so much control here in the action that this may not be very short term, and you guys may wind up with a pregnancy that you don't plan on, because physically you could literally be that fertile that this could easily turn into an oopsie situation if you're not careful. But if that's not the case, if you are being careful, if you're on birth control, if you're using condoms, whatever it is, and you don't wind up getting pregnant on accident, if it's not like a physical situation like that, I think that there's just like a lot of abundance in this relationship that you have with this young guy in this summer fling that you're having, all this abundance, which is, giving you so much endurance and determination. Like, he's giving you a lot of energy is what it comes down to. Like, it feels really, really good. I don't know if this is something that you want to pursue and you want to make go long term after the summer. I don't know exactly where you guys are at with that, but that definitely seems to be what is going on in the present moment. And I would say, if you're trying to figure out if you want this relationship to go beyond the summer, spend some time in prayer, spend some time in meditation on it. If you do see a long-term future with this guy, you're going to know better than anyone else if this is going to be a good fit for you or not. And if it is, see what it is you need to do in terms of like talking to him and communicating with him, making this more long-term. But either way, I think that he does bring a lot of peace to your heart right now, because I think he's bringing a lot of joy to your heart in a lot of other ways. So, the choice is ultimately up to you if you want to make this long-term beyond the summer. It could be just a short-term fling. It could be just a summer thing, and then come the fall, you go your separate ways and you move on with your life if that's all you want out of it. And it could be all you want out of it. Maybe that is all you want, just this casual summer fling. But if you do want something that's more long-term, really meditate on it and figure it out, so that way then you have like a sense of direction of what you want and where you want to go by the time the leaves start to fall. And forgive, and you shall be forgiven. I would say, if you're feeling any guilt over the fact that it is short term, or the fact that you're just like having all this fun and it's like a summer fling kind of thing, if you're feeling any guilt over this, drop that guilt behind, forgive yourself for it. It's okay. We've all been there. So forgive yourself for it. It's okay, and it's okay if you don't want this to be a long-term situation too. Like, that's perfectly okay. Some people may try to place an expectation on you, thinking like, oh yeah, you have to be with this guy and he's so great and you're having so much fun. But you may literally just see it as only just like this fun thing. And you may not really see like a long-term future with him. And it's okay if you don't. Like, forgive yourself for that, and it's not a big deal. If you spend some time in prayer and meditation and, that's what you need to accept, then that's fine. But if you decide like there could be a future with him, that's great too. And you shouldn't feel guilty about that either. Maybe you feel guilty that you do see it as more than just a fling. Maybe you guys had a conversation already at the start of the summer that this would be just a fling, and maybe you feel bad because now you caught feelings. What's the next worst thing to get this summer after coronavirus? Well, I'll tell you, and that's feelings. maybe you caught feelings and maybe you feel bad about that, and you don't want to like pressure him into taking it into something long term. But it's okay if that's the way you feel. You're entitled to how you feel. How you feel is real. You just have to be open and be honest and be vulnerable, be authentic, be who you are, because that's the best thing that you should be doing regardless of how you feel. Whether you want to go forward in moving this into something more long-term as opposed to short-term, or even if you're just like, hey, we had a fun summer, see you next year or something. So don't feel bad either way, but just spend some time in prayer and you'll figure out what it is that you want to do by the end of the summer. In the meantime, I would say definitely just have fun, because it seems like you're already having a lot of fun with this person. Have fun. Be careful, like I said, especially if you're not looking for this to be a long-term thing. Do not forget to use protection and all that important stuff. And even if you do want it to be long-term, you don't want to trap this person, because that could turn into a whole other kind of mess later on down the road. So either way, protect yourself, but still have fun. He sees you as this passionate Queen of Wands energy, intuitive, magnetic, hot, sexy, beautiful person. So just have fun. I would say enjoy the moment. Be safe while you're enjoying the moment. Spend that time in meditation, and hopefully by the end of the summer, you'll know whether you want to make this a long-term thing or keep it short-term. And either way, it's going to be the right decision for you. It's nothing to be feeling guilty about. Jesus has your back in this no matter what. Jesus knows that you're going to make the right choice regardless. And, he loves you and accepts you and all of your flaws and all of your decisions that you make, whether they're for the better or for the worse. Anyway, I hope that resonated for some of you guys and made sense. If the message did not flow, just let it go. But otherwise, if it did, leave me a comment down below and give this video a thumbs up. Also, feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when new videos are coming out. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing day and just keep sparkling. I will see you another time. I am sending you lots of love and lots of hugs.